Welcome back to another episode of Play Action Fantasy Football. We got our championship weekend here, and we're going to go ahead and just jump right into it here. We got our quarterback rankings for Week 17 here. Go ahead and kicking it off. We got number 1, Dak Prescott versus the Lions. Good opportunity for Dak at home against the Lions. Good matchup here for him. Number 2, you got Josh Allen versus Patriots. Another guy who has a good opportunity to continue here at home to build off of the success he's had all season long. Number 3, Jalen Hurts versus the Cardinals. A terrible defense in general, so he should have a good opportunity here against the Cardinals in Week 17. Number 4 is going to be Jordan Love versus the Vikings, or at the Vikings, I should say. Jordan Love came off a good performance against a tough pass defense in the Carolina Panthers. Hard to say, especially in fantasy terms. They are one of the top 6. So definitely a good performance by Jordan Love. He should continue against the Vikings. Number 5, Brock Purdy at the Commanders. Brock Purdy at the Commanders should be a good matchup as well, considering how he's performed all year long, and the Commanders are near the bottom of the list when it comes to points getting up to quarterback, so good opportunity for Brock Purdy here. 6 is going to be C.J. Stroud. He should be back this week versus the Titans, so definitely look for him as a good matchup against the Titans. Number 7, Matthew Stafford at the Giants. Giants have given up a good amount of points against the Eagles. Quarterback Jalen Hurts this week, so definitely look for Matthew Stafford to continue his hot streak in Week 17. Number 8 is going to be Justin Fields versus the Falcons. He's been proving himself here with the running ability and the passing upside as well. So definitely that dual threat definitely helps in going up against the Falcons at home. I like the opportunity for Justin Fields here. He's number 8. Number 9, lowest he's ever been on my list, is Patrick Mahomes versus the Bengals. It's a home game for Mahomes, but hey, he struggled against the Las Vegas Raiders on Christmas Day. So definitely not a good opportunity for him here. I don't know what happened. He's just going to be number 9 for me this week. He's farther down than I would expect ever to put him this year. Number 10 is going to be Derek Carr versus the Buccaneers. This one's in Tampa Bay, but Derek Carr did pretty well against the Rams, and now he goes out against Tampa Bay, who has a worse ranking when it comes to points getting up to quarterbacks in Week 17. This is a great matchup for Derek Carr. Number 11, you got Lamar Jackson versus the Dolphins. Home game for Jackson here, and Dak Prescott had a good game against the Dolphins last week. This should be a good opportunity for him here to continue that in Week 17. 12 is going to be Joe Flacco versus the Jets. Baller performance between Flacco and Amari Cooper. We'll get to that part with the wide receiver rankings that should already came out, so definitely go back and look at that. But Joe Flacco versus the Jets, a home game here, should be a good opportunity for them. So Joe Flacco's number 12. 13 is going to be Tua at the Ravens. A little bit of a tougher matchup compared to the Cowboys, so definitely going to take a little bit of a step back on Tua, but top 13 is not terrible for Tua in this matchup, and he might be without Jalen Waddle as well, which hurts Tua's value. Number 14 is going to be Kyler Murray at the Eagles. Kyler Murray had a decent performance against the Bears, and the Eagles are a little bit worse than the Bears when it comes to points getting up to quarterback, so a good matchup for him. He's 14. 15, Jared Goff at the Cowboys. A little bit of a tougher matchup for Jared Goff, but knowing that they clinched, they're still looking to fight to make sure they keep scoring, keep the foot on the gas, so definitely look for Jared Goff here in Week 17. 16 is going to be Geno Smith versus the Steelers. Good matchup for Geno Smith here. Home game against the Steelers. Definitely like that opportunity. 17, Russell Wilson's been doing really well. Had a kind of comeback there against the Patriots at home, but now they get a home game against the Chargers. Hopefully have a better matchup and be able to perform a little bit better than what he did last week, which was decent enough to put him as a start. 18 is going to be Baker Mayfield versus the Saints. Saints are a little bit tougher versus quarterbacks. Baker Mayfield did well against Jacksonville, but now he's got the Saints. It's going to be tougher for Baker, so he's going to be number 18. 19, Jake Browning at the Chiefs. Good opportunity for him to have a bounce-back game against the Steelers. We just seen what Aiden O'Connell could do against them. Now, hopefully, Jake Browning can do the same at the Chiefs. 20 is going to be Nick Mullins versus the Packers. A little bit of a tougher matchup for Nick Mullins, but he's been doing pretty well with his first couple starts, so look for that to continue in Week 17. Number 21 is going to be Bailey Zappi at the Bills. A little bit of a tougher matchup here. Bailey Zappi did well against the Broncos. Now he's going up against the Bills in Buffalo. Tough matchup overall for Bailey Zappi, but he'll be number 21 for me this week. Number 22 is Mason Rudolph at the Seahawks. Good opportunity for the Seattle Seahawks to give up some points here to the Steelers. Mason Rudolph had an unbelievable performance against the Bengals. Now let's see if he can continue that streak here in Seattle on the road. 23, Easton Stick, somebody who I did not expect to be a start in either category, but in most leagues he's been a start, or at least a borderline start. So this is a good opportunity for Easton Stick to continue to put some points up when it comes to fantasy football quarterback points. Number 24 is going to be Tommy DeVito versus the Rams. Decent opportunity at home against the Rams here for DeVito, like him at 24. And then ending the list here, you got Taylor Heineke at the Bears at 25. A good performance last week from Heineke. Not enough to where I would say he's an automatic start this week, but a good enough to at least put him in the cautionary start, I should say, against the Bears. And that'll do it for our Week 17 quarterback rankings for the championship weekend. So definitely want to make sure and go out there and get a win. So definitely look for those start-sit videos to give us, we'll put our best foot forward with that one in championship weekend. And hopefully we can get you a championship this year. Other than that, make sure you like, subscribe. It goes a long way with helping us on the channel. So last week we're going to be doing this, and then we'll be back with a couple videos here and there, but we'll keep you guys updated with the new content coming out in the off season for fantasy football. But we appreciate anyone who's been here through the long run, and it definitely goes a long way. So we'll definitely see you guys later in the week with the start sit video. You guys have a good one.